Hey guys, this is the Allodium September monthly update. I've been making a lot of videos on the OG Foundation YouTube channel, so I'll try to keep the commentary on this video minimum and focused solely on Allodium, which is largely going to just be updates on the build projects here at the Allodium Foundation, OG Foundation. So the way that Allodium scales is through different Allodium foundations, and OG Foundation is the first Allodium foundation from which Allodium was, which was staked to Allodium as its first territory. And at some point there, ideally, will be additional Allodium foundations, but currently it's the sole Allodium foundation of OG Foundation, and there's currently one full-time worker, me, building out the infrastructure full-time, and basically creating additional living spaces, getting all of the permaculture cycles engaged for abundance drive engaged, permaculture abundance drive, something like that, and creating the foundation upon which there can be thriving community. So in the last month, the entry hall has been more finished. The gate tower roof is mostly all insulated, and it's mostly finished. The chimney got insulated and just needs to get finished. And then the entry hall is largely closed, it just has a couple holes left. And right now I'm working on a drawbridge, or the drawbridge got built, and then building like a little housing structure outside of it, which is there now to protect from the precipitation. And right now I'm working on the kitchen area in order to take all of the other stuff out and make it solely a kitchen area, insulate that room, and I'm in the process of doing that now. So by this winter, ideally, all of that will be complete, and there's another 2 months left. All of October, all of November, and pretty much there's basically 3 months left, or 2.5, 3 months left until we really get to winter. And everything's going pretty well, and I'm on track to be able to finish all that. The resources are all good, and minimal expenses with all of the chickens and the food production all in season, in harvest season now. And that's about it for the Allodium updates. We're in this season, we're now in the fall season, so we've begun I would say in general for the market, the macro sense, it's risk off. That would be my general recommendation, is if you have any exposure to the general market, I would recommend, I'm not a financial analyst or anything, I mean, whatever, but I think we're going to be rolling over into a risk-off wealth, and which means people are more concerned with preserving their capital as opposed to earning gains on their capital. So it'll turn from greed to fear, but in between greed and fear, there's the prudent kind of moves towards security. And then it's not until that move starts happening that the prices on the other side are visible. But I think that's what we're seeing from all the technical analysis that I've seen and that's what it feels like to me. So in line with the seasons and everything that's going on, just being prepared for this winter, getting supplies in, and hopefully all are well and doing the same. And we've still got months left before winter. Maybe some of you listening aren't even in winter type seasons, but I think this seasonal cycle is going to affect everyone because it's going to affect the economy and everything. It's going to be in line with this season, but I could be wrong. I'm often wrong with my forecasts, but it's always better to be prepared, safe than sorry. So if the forecast is for a negative thing and you prepare for that, and the negative thing doesn't happen as soon as you anticipated, even if it's still on the horizon, if you're prepared for it, then you don't have to face it. There's no fear or concern because the action has come ahead of time as opposed to reacting if one doesn't prepare. So, if anyone would like to follow the Allodium Updates, every single week on Tuesdays, I publish a report which has pictures and kind of like a little narrative of what has gone on in the last week for build projects and stuff. There's a link to that in the description here. And then also from there's links to a Telegram announcement channel, so that if you follow that Telegram announcement channel, you'll instantly get the notification on the Tuesday when the reports come out, for ease and convenience of that kind of information if you're interested in that. And otherwise, you can also just follow this YouTube channel if you are only linking to this video from the Allodium side of things. And I've been putting out a lot of content about a number of different things, and actually the Vermont history stuff kind of relates to Allodium. And that's all for this month. I hope you're all doing great, and I'll talk to you again for the next Allodium video recap at the end of October.